you vote against gay marriage, you're like voting so that that gay couple can't visit each other in the hospital while one's dying, or can't get health insurance, or they can't like file joint tax claims and all this stuff. So I don't know, I just wish people would think about that when they vote against gay marriage.
My views on gay marriage is I don't personally care about it, as long as, it's just conhale, just like, you don't see people showing their heterosexual around, don't show your homosexual around. I mean, just stay in line. There shouldn't be any privileges for being gay, just like there should be no privileges for being straight.
I don't really see anything wrong with gay marriage. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, I think it's wrong to deny gay marriage to a couple based on like a financial thing, because people getting married have certain benefits to being married, with assets and things like that. And I think that's unfair.
I don't know, I feel like there's still a lot of like apprehension in the South, and I know a lot of that comes from like a religious place, which is, it's one of those things, like, of course you want to be respectful of people's religion. Like, I don't know, as far as like whether or not gay marriage is legal, I feel like it's not really a sound argument to try and make it not legal.
They're just being ignorant. That's just like being against somebody just because of where they're from, It's just like, okay, so what? You like dating the same sex. As long as you pay your taxes and you follow the laws that we have, it doesn't matter to me. It's trivial.
I don't really think one should use religion. I think one should use morals. That sounds really, really basic. First of all, religion isn't equal to morals, People can derive morals from religion, but, like, religion, most probably would advocate, like, feeding the homeless. But ultimately, that's, like, for example, that's just basic human instinct to help, your fellow man.
Like, I'm not a biblical scholar, but I've seen different arguments where they talk about, like, in some of Paul's letter, the actual Greek word that he used when he, like, talks about gay men wasn't necessarily denoting that was their sexuality, but rather that they were prostitutes that slept with men or women for profit. So there was sort of, like, an air of maybe that was more of the deception of their own sexuality that was the problem.
I think there is a small amount of validity to that, because the concept of marriage itself is based on, like, a Christian belief. And while I don't think it's wrong for gay people to get married, I can see how them using it under a religious context, like a marriage, instead of what they call a domestic partnership, could, offend some people.
Like, there's like Buddhist marriage, tons of atheists get married every day, tons of people of different religions like get married, and that's legally recognized in the United States. So I don't really see why gay marriages wouldn't be legalized.
We get less and less xenophobic as time goes on, just really as a species. 70 years ago, Alan Turing ate a cyanide-laced apple because he had to undergo hormone therapy because he was gay, and that was mandated by the United Kingdom government. Today, he might get strange looks in the street if he's holding the hands of, like, a man, but he certainly probably wouldn't have been driven to suicide.
You can still be fired for being gay or trans. Like, that's a total viable thing to fire someone over. So, like, the persecution is still here. It's weird because now the attitude is so much more, like, chill about it in various other parts of the state. But in the South, I still think there's a lot of tension. And you just have to look at how many trans women have been murdered this year, and hate crimes to see that.
Probably homosexuals probably don't get certain jobs because they're gay or whatnot. So, they still get prejudice. Everybody still get prosecuted for certain reasons. It wouldn't be America, the melting pot, if we didn't attack everybody and anybody. Come on now. Jews get it, black people get it, gay people get it, single mothers get it. Everybody gets prosecuted and prejudiced in this country.
I think considering that, religions that completely taught against homosexuality really, came to existence a mere, at the most, like 2,000 years ago, then I'd say we've come to terms with the whole issue in a relatively short time.